It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. Guys, it might have taken some time for him to adjust to the NBA, but D'Angelo Russell becoming a force in the league. What do you think finally clicked for him, Shaq?
Well, one, he's getting the ball, and two, he was given more freedom and control on offense, and he's making more measured decisions on offense. He's not as sporadic as he used to be.
Learning how to say no. You know, being a point guard, you got to say no to some of the best players in the world. I can't get you the ball right now. And he's getting comfortable creating for others.
Thank you for joining us. We go courtside now. Kevin Harlan has the call.
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready to get this thing started. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. To take a look at the Nets. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for on their recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
Look, the home fans get an opportunity here to see their team during this long homestand.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Waiters outside. He dishes it to Dragic. Right side, a screen on Russell. Lets it go from the wing. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Kenny Atkinson, head coach of the Nets, a New York native, grew up in Long Island.
And it is nice to have that tie to the area. Certainly with this team, we know it's going to be a process. But Kenny is home, and he's committed to developing this organization.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. White is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. Out to the right wing. Inside, here's Mozgov. Lets it go with a 3. Brooklyn working now with the new shot clock. They set the pick. Russell kicks to Carroll. Right side against Mozgov. Pick by Mozgov. Clock at 6. The shot by Carroll, no good.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
From deep, Richardson, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Pass to LeVert. Mozgov a screen on Waiters. A nice shot by LeVert.
That is a lot of NBA player coming at you, and Mozgov is the player setting the screen. Makes even the toughest players a bit nervous.
Now here's Waiters. He's covered closely. Right side a screen. Waiters passes to Richardson. Shoots over Carroll on the money from 12 feet away. Richardson's got 5. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
You have a number of young teams in the league, Doris, with a lot of talent, but not many wins, still in the process of learning how to win. What can a coach do to keep them confident and inspire them through the tough times, the growing pains?
You know, Kev, I think one thing you always hear coaches talk about is the process, and you can't skip steps. And so I think if you throw yourself into trying to get better every single day, and I would say look no further than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, who started their careers on an Oklahoma City team that barely broke double-digit wins in the NBA, but both were diligent, both kept to the course, and both continued to work hard. And now you've got two guys who really are MVP-level kind of guys.
And don't you see the stair step, too, for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who every year picks up something different to do to enhance his overall game?
You know, that's a great point. The Spurs would tell you they built his game brick by brick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, down low it's Booker and Mozgov. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Shot clock at 3. Johnson for 3. And Johnson missing again. Nets trail by 3. The pass to Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
And this could be the final possession of the period.
Right. They have to play their cards right. No rush. Work the clock and get a quality look.
A floater. Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
And I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Tie game in Brooklyn. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change going ahead in the second half?
It starts with getting some stops. We got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball when we're in the half court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
We'll see if you can get the pace where you want it. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They came alive in the second quarter, gained a lot of ground, and now we're looking at a tie game heading into the second half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Josh Richardson out there with White, and it's Whiteside in at the center. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Carroll gets it to go.
You know, early in his career, Kevin, DeMar did not have the green light from deep, but he's proven to be more than capable from three-point distance.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Now, here's Dragic. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. LeVert the pass to Mozgov. Floats one up. And Whiteside sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Russell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The shot off that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
It's the Nets now after the Heat pick up 2. LeVert, it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Abs checked in for LeVert. And then for Miami, Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Justin Winslow in for Josh Richardson. And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by 1. Russell, no luck.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
1 second left, and he drops that one in.
And you gotta give it to Russell. Hand in his face, stays calm, never flinches.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Everybody be patient, be on the same page. This game is ours.
And you hear Eric Spoelstra, instead of pumping his guys up, looking to settle them down just a little bit right now.
A great point, Kevin. It's important that no one individual takes it completely upon himself. Sometimes it's guys just trying to self-will it. You got to trust each other out there, and that's what Coach wants to see.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. We've got Hollis Jefferson. He's out there with Trevor Booker. Right head out there with Allen Crabbe. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Booker.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
I think, Greg, you've got to love how much effort has been exerted by both teams. What a tight ball game we've got.
Now here's Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 1.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Crabbe with the ball. Covered by Winslow. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Clock at 6. Shot off the screen. It's good!
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
Now here's Johnson. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson. Yes! What a difference in this crowd right now.
That's how you silence a building.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 1. 40 seconds left in the fourth. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the Heat making a change here. Whiteside's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. O'Carl White comes in for Johnson. Richardson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Tyler Johnson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 1. 23 seconds left in the game. .23 seconds left in the fourth. Right side a screen. And Waiters kicks to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. Missed it.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
So neither attempt will fall that time frame. And the Heat call time here. They're down by 1. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
You'd think they want to do everything they can to get it to their hot hand.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
That one misses.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Deep 2 from Russell. Yes!
No, he didn't. Russell with the savage move there. Game on the line.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.